Well, hello folks. I am going to do a little bit of a demonstration of some floral arrangement that I'm going to put together. These are going to be little shorts, little demo ones that I'm doing in between the big, tablescapes that I do, the dining ones. So I thought I'd just do some little informational ones. So I've got my vase here. I filled it with water. I put some little rocks in the bottom here. They're little beads, not really stones, but more like glass beads in the bottom. And I'm just going to go. I've got a bunch of different flowers here, and I'm just going to go and put them together. These little guys, I got these bundles at Costco, and I'm kind of going to put them together. They were pretty squished in here, so I'm hoping they fluff out. So first one I did, I took it out, I clipped up all of the leaves off of it, and then I measured it to where I wanted it in the height in the jar, and then I clipped off the bottom, and there goes my first one in. Okay, now I'm gonna wind up probably moving these all around because that's how I roll. I just do them, I put them in, and then I wind up moving them and taking them around. And this is what they look like. Like I said, these are a little bit more floppy-do than I would have expected. They look a little bit better, but I think hopefully they will perk up once I get them in the water. And I'm just taking the leaves off of them. It's really nice when you're doing this if you've got a turntable here. I bought this one specifically for florals, so I can move this all around and be able to do the fronts and the backs, especially on the ones that show, if they're in a position that they're going to show everywhere. Okay, so this one, you kind of just look at it, and I'm just going to cut it off right about there. All right, and then I'll put it in here. Like I said, I'm not too worried about where they're sitting at the moment because I'll just rearrange them right now. I've just got to get some that are clipped up and ready to go. Sometimes I just like to get a bunch of, live flowers. I happened to be at Costco. I saw some of these, and they look pretty good from the outside, but I didn't get to them right away. I actually got these a few days ago, but I seem to have gotten a respiratory something or other here, and it is kind of knocked me out a little bit here. So I am kind of working here, just sort of not at top speed, but I've got to get them in or I'm going to lose them all together here. So just kind of bear with me. You need to be gentle when you're kind of trying to fluff them out so you don't break them off. And you always want to cut your stems at an angle. It gives them more surface area to get the water up in there. Okay. Okay, that's all of them. I'm just going to get rid of these stems here. I've got, okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Now, like I said, you could fluff them around. You move your colors around if you'd like. You can even add more different flowers to them if you want. Some people are more of a minimalist and they like just to see you know, they like to see things, just the stems. They like kind of airy through the stems, and that's okay too. Depends on where you're putting them, where you might like them to look at them. It doesn't, you know, however you like to do it is fine. I was thinking I was going to put more flowers in here, but I'm thinking these little poor things were crushed a long while in there, and I'm thinking they just might like to have a little space. So I'm thinking I just might give them that space and let them just bush out a little bit. Have a little space and bush out, and you know, I might just leave them like that for a while and just look at them in a day, see what they're going to do. You know, if they're going to fluff out some more, I might just change them around a little bit then. But I don't think I'm going to fuss with them too much more. I know I've got some colors grouped together. I want to move some of these whites out of here. I don't need so many whites in one spot. But, let me put this, move that one over there. Maybe move this one back in here. Yeah, that's one thing about stones, when you put little glass stones in there. Let me see if I can get some out of here. You just show you if I can. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, here's my hand. I don't know if you can see them or not, but these little round, they're just little round glass beads that I use. And what's nice about them is you can, you got to use them. They help anchor your stems in there. Otherwise, they'll tend to flop all around. They flop every which way. But I'm thinking I just might leave this alone for a while. And like I said, let's just see what it's going to do. If it's going to be able to puff out some, now that it's been, you know, it's got some space and some room and some new fresh water and everything, I'm going to let it be. And I just might, you know, leave it like that and not worry about putting any more flowers in there, and get another vase and do another one. So I'm going to stop this one right here, and we'll get another vase and put the rest of these in a different one. Okay, all right. So this is the next one. I'm going to take this white picture, and I'm going to use that for my next floral vase here. So, alrighty. I'm going to start out, and I'm going to get my main flowers in there. So I'm going to start out with these. Let's see. Let's try going here first. Okay, so there's my daisy. Okay, here's another one. I'm cutting all of the branches off, and then I'm just cutting it down to size that I want it in here. Again, I cut it at an angle. That doesn't look the best right there, so I'm going to cut it up a little higher. Okay, that looks a little better to me. Okay, so what's another? I like this green to go in there. Okay. Okay, again, it's nice to have this because you can spin it all around and see where you're going with this. I'm probably going to push these back and have them more up in here, but for right now, I got them, you know, leaning. I'll get them back up once I get more up in there. Okay, let me take these off and all these leaves off. I don't want any of these leaves on here. Not only do they suck up the nutrients in the water, but you don't really need them in the, you don't really need them in here. Okay. these going on here. I just like to have some, you know, some bright colors. It's winter and it's, you know, there's really no color outside. Everything looks kind of grim to me anyway, it does. And I like having color. I can't wait till I can plant my containers like out on the front porch and stuff. I like color. I just like color. And to me, I bring it in the house. If I can't have it outside right now, I have it in the house. So, and like I said, Costco had a whole bunch of flowers like this that were really, you know, they were good price and they were just something I wanted to play with. But like I said, I don't, unfortunately, I got them and brought them home thinking I was going to put them in this floral display the very next day. And unfortunately, I came down with a respiratory infection and I really did not feel good the next day. I just couldn't, I wasn't up to it. That happens, you know, life happens to all of us. And right now, it's part of what you're not seeing my face. I'm not exactly 100%. I'm a little bit, not 100% for sure. I don't have COVID. I just have a respiratory something or other. And so I needed, you know, I'm just doing this to save my flowers and to make me happy. I recently lost one of my very best friends that I've had for over 40 years. She died suddenly, and I still, quite honestly, I still haven't, it's been just a little over a week or so. Her funeral was just this last weekend. That's probably, quite honestly, why I got sick. I've been so stressed about it. It's just been hard for me to wrap my head around. So this kind of takes my mind off of it a little bit. And she loved flowers, so we're doing this for her too. Could not have asked for a better human being than she was. Makes you question things, I'll tell you. All right, let's take one of these out. Let's take one of them out from here. Put it in the back here so we have a little bit more balance of color all the way around here. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I have no clue yet, but that's okay. For flowers, I will find a place every time for flowers. It does not matter. There's always room for flowers. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And even if you have, please hit the like button if you wouldn't mind down there. And hit the, that little alarm bell, because then that'll notify you when there's something new, when I posted something new. I have increased, I'm putting out little short ones in between the big tablescapes. I'm trying to do little ones, little informational ones, little ones on, I don't know, I might take you shopping with me sometimes. I might do some other stuff just to, just to keep things going, keep you interested, trying to, show you some other things. I'm going to do one on, I'm going to do some on, show you some of my storage, where I keep things, because people have asked me what do you have for storage? Yeah, I have a lot of storage. I've taken over rooms in my house. Yes, my husband, he's not, well, he's got his own outdoor shops and stuff like that, but we used to have a library. We don't have a library anymore. It's my staging room for all of this, and you'll see that one day when I show you. It happens to be right next to my dining room, so it was a victim to me. I confiscated it and made it my staging room now for my videos. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait for the weather to change so I can start doing some outdoor videos. Change it up, show you some, some outdoor table settings and do some of that kind of stuff. That'll be fun. Alrighty, I got a couple of more of these. I might as well just get in there because no sense in letting them go to waste. Remember to that I do have a. You can see my. I have Facebook. That's SusanCanCreate, and I have. Let's see, what do I have? Facebook. I have my website, which is also SusanCanCreate.com, and Instagram. Got all those little goodies hanging out. Yep. You can find me in all those places. Send me messages. Make it fun. Alright, so. Alright. Let me see. What do I want to put? I want to put something in here. And I think this is going to be that something. Okay. Sometimes this is all you need to do to, dress up your table for at night, or your counters, or anything, just to give your kitchen or wherever you are just a little more pizzazz. Is just go get a few, at the store. And if you're not handy with doing stuff, you can buy these bouquet things. I mean, fresh flower stuff. Just about put together. If you're careful when you unwrap it, they pretty much put them together for you. You can, just unwind them and cut maybe some of the leaves off the bottom. And you do have to cut the stems. You still have to cut the stems off the bottom and stuff. Get a fresh cut on the bottom. But you can pretty much just put them in the vase and there you go. Or I'm going to show you in the dining room what my dining room, looks like when I'm not doing a bunch of tablescapes. But I just, basically I just put a bunch of tulips in there and a few hydrangeas, and that's what I did in there. And I mean, it wasn't any big skilled thing putting those together. I just put the tulips in there, pretty much let them flop where they wanted to go, because tulips are very fragile. You really can't mess with them much. They won't like you if you do. And so I always, you know, at one point I helped, I was partner in a wedding cake business, and I know that the florist there used to just have a fit because brides tend to always wanted, a lot of times they wanted tulips. And this is Texas, mind you. And it was in Texas. And Texas is hot. And these brides, and in spring, Texas is hot. And these brides wanted tulips in their bouquets. And tulips, I mean, tulips go over what that's like a floral term. When the flowers go, you know, over, just go. They go over really fast, and tulips do not like heat. And they just go, man. They're just out, gone. And but the brides always insisted they wanted tulips in there. I always felt bad for the florist. Okay. They used to have to wire them up, wire the heads up and stuff to keep them upright long enough, bride to make it down the aisle. Okay, that's just a little, that's, you know, just a little bouquet. It's nothing fancy. It's just a fun little something just to cheer me up and, you know, cheer my house up. Sorry, I didn't mean to kind of be a little bit, you know, gloomy Nancy here, but sometimes that's the way life is. And but anyway, this is cheery, and this helps, and it helps me, and I hope y'all like it. And I'll probably still fuss with this a little bit, but that's what I'm going to put. And I'll put these bouquets around the house, and they'll be nice and cheery. And the next video that let's see. I'm not sure if there's an Italian dinner party, that's a pizza party, that's going to come out on the 17th. I'm not sure if this one will be out before it or after it. But either way, this will be coming out sometime, you know, around that time. This is just doing a short video in between my tablescapes. And this one I'm just showing you what the dining room looks like when I don't have it set up for a you know, for a regular dining event. So it's just, I've got it cleaned out, and it's basically, pretty much everything is I don't do a lot of decorating in here because it's kind of my staging. I mean, it's ready to be staged. And but I have all my plants over there by the window, and here is the actual table. You don't get to see it naked very often. I do have a couple of my round antique trays, and I put two. I'm using two black. They're round. They're round, but they've got kind of a little bit of a different kind of shape, a little bit of an organic shape to them. And in one of them, I just filled them with tulips. And the other one has hydrangeas, and in the middle it has like they're kind of a mum. They're called spider mums, and they're in the middle of that. And I just wanted a little something to sit on my table, just a little bit of pretty. Winter is pretty drab. Doesn't have a lot of color to it outside, at least mine doesn't. As far as my pots and stuff are all looking pretty bad right now. And so I wanted just to have something that would look better and bring a little color inside. I needed a little pick-me-up, And so that's what's sitting on my table until my next tablescape gets ready, which will be starting pretty soon because I'll be getting ready to film St. Patrick's Day. But this is just my table, and that's it. And the fireplace is just pretty much empty over there. Just a little bit of plant work over there on some candle stands, and that's it. And the little side table that I use all the time, that also takes a break, and it just has the regular, my regular lamp and such on it. But that's how this room usually, does look. People ask if it's set up all the time. Not all the time. Most of the time it is, because most of the time I'm filming, so most of the time it has something on it. But I kind of enjoy it, just seeing it, with nothing on it. I love my table, so I like looking at it just as it is. So that gives you a little bit of look. I am going to give you guys a behind the scenes look at my storage room, and that'll be upcoming. You'll see my prep room that I use for my videos, and also a couple of my storage rooms. So that'll be in some upcoming videos. All right, until then, you all have a great day, and look for, I don't know if this one will be out before the next video that's due to drop is the Italian pizza party dinner, and that's on the 17th of February. It's supposed to come out, so I don't know if this one will be out before it, but if it is, if not, then the one after that will be the St. Patrick's Day. So everybody take care. Be safe. Bye.